Welcome to Tuesday's Inkspiration. I didn't say inspiration, I said Inkspiration. So, I hope you all had a safe, happy, healthy, long weekend. And we are back to the grind on this fine Tuesday. And just so you know, we have a pretty ink and it's kind of summery. So for those of us who are already suffering through fall and may not enjoy it, we're going to have something sort of festive in terms of the seasons. Hello, Steve. Hello, Tracy Lee. Thank you all so much for joining. Okay, so let's get cracking. The first thing we do, as you may already know, is I tell you what notebook I'm using. The notebook this time is the Maruman Mnemosyne number 182, and it is amazing. I think it's super versatile, but this is not about the notebook. This is about the ink. But let me just show you this because it's really cute. On the inside, it shows like ways you can use the notebook, but look, this dude is drawing his dog and it's so cute. Okay, anyway, let us carry on. The pen, as you already know, is the Pilot Parallel in the 6mm size, and it's awesome. And the ink. Okay, this light, I'm trying to get my lights to stop blinding you. Okay, the ink is KWZ Green, but not just any green, it's grass green. But I thought it was green, but it's actually grass green. So that's what I meant when it's kind of summery. So let's take a look at what's going on here with this ink. Okay, that is blinding. I'm gonna turn my light away. See if that's any better. Is that better? Can we see any better? No. What is going on? I don't understand. What is happening? It's my phone. It must be my camera. And the thing is, when you're in Instagram Live, you cannot lock the focus like you can with your camera regularly, so it's just really up to what it wants to do. No, that's still not working. I swear I tested this all before I went live, and I think that's as good as it's gonna get. And it kind of worked. Let's try that. It's kind of dark now, but there's no other option. Okay, sorry about that. This is the joys of setting this up every time. Okay, I'm gonna turn that one away and see if it's any better. The pen is the Pilot Parallel 6mm. Hello, Annabelle. And the ink, KWZ Ink's Grass Green. Now what I can say is this is the color of grass green that we all wish our grass was and is not always. And I will show you why right now, because it is a very healthy, vibrant, very pretty green. Hello. And then if we were to like draw grass, we can do this. Oh, such creativity. Oh man, how do you guys function being able to watch me with such creativity, such skill? Okay. Oh my goodness, I'll just shut up now. Yes, it is quite juicy. That is a really good way of describing it. It's juicy. Hello, Eric. Welcome to today's Inkspiration, where we are being inspired by grass green. Oh, such glory. Wait. That's probably too tall for grass. But anyway, I am a true artist. It's scary. It's, oh my goodness. I don't know how you guys are handling such artiste. Okay. Ah, boy. I'm full of nonsense. But it really is actually a very nice green, all nonsense aside. Definitely on the more emerald vibrant side, not like the, okay, I don't know, you know, Instagram, they're always changing things. And this time it looks like it's Trying to make the Instagram live setup more complicated. What was I saying? Oh yeah, it's not like a mossy olivey green or something. It's a very bright emerald type of green. Grass. Lovely. In it. Shading, I would say medium on the shading scale because it's not super saturated, so I'm not seeing much really dark patching, dark shading. It does go a bit lighter, which I will show you as soon as I write this N. So let's look at that shading a little bit. So yeah, that's actually quite pretty, but not super heavy on the shading. And some people actually don't like shading, which is shocking. Well, the paper's not waxy. It's actually because I was, if you look at the difference up here to down here, it's just my hand oils that have created this effect. So we're gonna go to this side. I'm gonna pull my sleeve down so that my arm is not touching the page. And let's see if it looks any different. Shall we? Yes, it is different. So often when I write, I try to keep my hand off the page. Sometimes it doesn't work. So you can see the difference here versus here. Where can you get what? Hand oils? You want some of my hand oils? That's gross, sorry. I will tell you this, our Kwzi inks are currently on sale. So if you wanted, you could snag a bottle of grass green for $10.50. And it's awesome because you get 60 mils. It'll last you forever. You can, you can share with friends or hoard it all for yourself. I am not the judgy type. So I will include a link in our stories as soon as we are done so that if you are interested, you can swipe up to shop. Now, enough of my chit chat, enough of this madness. You can see that the coverage is much more solid when I have not oiled the page. So, apologies for oiling the page. Prepare yourself for the most fun swap time, but this is disturbing because I have a lot of greens and greenish colors. So let's just go through some of them because that's a lot. Now I'm going to zoom in so that it is just focused on the ink and turn the light a bit towards us so that we can really see the ink. Now, KWZ Grass Green. There is shade, actually this one shades a lot better. It shows it off really well, but it's quite saturated down here. So typically if you're just using a fine medium broad, you're probably not gonna see it look like this. Okay, now there is no shortage of green inks to choose from. So you might be thinking, oh, why grass green? I don't know, it's up to you. Depends if you're looking for something vibrant and pretty or what you're looking for. So here is Kwzi Green number 3, much darker, also quite pretty. We've got Kwzi Green number 2, so that's fun. Slightly different, not as emerald as the grass green. We have Kwzi Iron Gall number 3, which is much mossier. Robert Oster Lemongrass. Let's do this. We have the Giabin Green Apple Scented, which is definitely more like Granny Smith colored. Kobe number 13 Nunobiki Emerald, which I threw it in because it's got emerald in there, but they're obviously very different. Not that grass green is described as emerald, that's just me describing it as emerald. We have Robert Oster Tranquility, Monteverde Emerald Green. It's got the vibrant quality of an emerald to my eyeballs. Kwzi Menthol Green. I don't know why I put Noodler's Navy in there because that is obviously not green at all. Pilot Edo Shizuku Tsukiyo. Kwzi Iron Gall Green number 2, much darker, and has some sheen. Kwzi Green number 5, in case you had not had enough of Kwzi Green yet. Speaking of, Kwzi Pine Green. I like this one. It makes me think of a pine forest. Kwzi Iron Gall Green Gold. Monteverde California Teal. Giobin Vert Reseda. Robert Oster Peppermint. I see your question. I will hold that for 1 second. There are absolutely waterproof greens. Kobe number 48, Marché Bleu. Robert Oster Aqua. There's a lot of greens in here. This is one of my standard greens, so just so you have an idea, this is the Schaefer Script Green, which is more of like an emerald green than a green. Pelican Edelstein Jade. Here's another one of my favorite greens, which is Waterman Harmonious Green. I hate the name. It's stupid, but there it is. Here's Mont Blanc's Emerald Green. So the emerald is a more emerald color. Yeah. My eyeballs are trying to describe this to you. Like, I don't know, it's lighter, slightly on the bluer side, on the emerald part. Kobe 48, let's just go with Cascade Green. Ioya? Oh. Robert Oster Deep Sea, Diamine Steel Blue, Robert Oster Eucalyptus Leaf, Kwzi Iron Gall Green number 4. Okay, so somebody had asked about waterproof greens. Let me just check here. If you're looking for a waterproof green, check out the Iron Galls from Kwzi because they are going to bond with your paper and be quite water resistant. We've got Robert Oster Lime Juice, Kobe 40, no wait, that's 35. Suiyama Leaf Green. There's a lot of greens in here. Robert Oster Green Lime, Diamine Meadow, Robert Oster Rye Green, but none of the, okay, these are blue. I did not mean to grab blues. But what I was going for was the Kwzi Foggy Green. So this is a much darker Kwzi Rotten Green, which is the most upsetting name, but is actually pretty awesome. The Iron Gall Green number 1 by Kwzi. That's a nice one. Kwzi Hunter Green. And just in case you're curious, Pelican Edelstein. This is the olivine from this year. So, holy smokes. Yes, Sailor Storia's Balloon Green is also water resistant because it's one of their pigmented inks. That is also an option. I don't have it here to show you, sorry. So that is a lot of green. There we go. Kwzi Green number 2. So let me grab my notebook back. Oh, so pretty. Ah, boy. Wait, that's not the right one. Where's my grass green? Oh, did I mix it up? Oh no, I threw it in. Oh, I shouldn't be allowed out. What happened to it? How is it not here? This is what happens when you have too much stuff. Ah, here we go. It's hard to find grass green amongst 1,000 greens, you can imagine. Okay, so the lighting is terrible again. Apologies. I do not know why it is being so difficult. It is not cool of it. Now, this is not an issue with the pen. It's because I'm looking through my camera and changing my angle. So, 60 mils. We currently have it for $10.50. That's actually not too shabby at all. There we go. Enough of my utter nonsense, rambles and the sort. I hope you have been sufficiently inspired by grass green. And if you haven't, then tune in next week for a different color. Oh, goodness. Thank you all so much for joining. Have a lovely week. We will see you next time. Bye-bye.